Gonna be all right. We do this thing, and you know that it's tight, and everything is going to be all right. Thursday night is Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships. Yeah, and we gonna do this shit right now. It's going down. I'm so glad to see how you sound. It's the Daily Go Get a Business Show, y'all. And tonight we're talking about trying to be all that you got. Trying to be all that you got. Yo, some people really try to isolate people in a relationship to whereas they are the only thing that somebody has, the only thing that somebody can depend on, the only thing that's popping in their lives. Now, love is love, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for somebody that you really love, that you really feeling. There's nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be the love of somebody's life. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be dependable and wanting to be depended on. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be reliable and wanting to be relied on. But when it gets to the point where you are trying to be the only thing that's going on in a person's life, no matter what, when it gets to the point where you are trying to be the only thing that's happening with somebody, well, that's when it becomes a problem. We can't solve them. I don't know you one by one. But if you've ever been in a situation where you're dealing with a jealous and possessive lover that tries to separate you from your family, your friends, and anybody else that may give you assistance or that may take up any part of your time, and somebody is trying to be all that you got, all that I got is you. And I'm so happy we made it through. Sounds good. But when that comes to be your reality with somebody, yeah, that's going to be a problem, baby. So that's what we're talking about tonight. And it's going to get game tight and right. So let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. With this your daily. The Daily Go Get a Business Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will be the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Get a Business Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should, just like me. But I don't mean that you gotta be just like me. All I'm saying is a good feeling should be infectious, and we gonna do this. It's gonna be all right, and you know it's gonna be all right. Thank you, So tight on the Daily Go Get a Business Show, Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. We're talking about trying to be all that you got. Trying to be all that you got. Has anybody ever been in your life that you were romantically involved with? And sometimes it can get a little scary because sometimes it can just be a friend. And you're like, what kind of friend are you? So whereas you don't want me to have contact, or you don't want anybody else to have any dealings with me outside of you. You want to be there all the time. Some friends have presented themselves that way, and it can be a little odd. It can be a little scary. It can be a little off-putting. It can be a little like, what the hell? I ain't your man. I ain't your I ain't your man. I ain't your woman. I ain't your girl. I ain't your boy. I ain't your this, that, and the third. But when it is a romantic interest, when it is somebody that you've been dealing with, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a fiance, a spouse, and they are trying to manipulate a way that you only have them to call on, depend on, talk to, deal with, that's when it gets a little strange. And that's when it gets a little dangerous. And that's when it gets a lot unhealthy. Somebody loves you so much. They like you so much. They are into you so much that they don't want anybody else to come in contact with you. But that's not how they're going to present it. They're going to say that they don't want anybody to get close enough to you to harm you. They are concerned about you. They are overprotective of you because you mean so much to them that they couldn't think about going a day without you being in their lives, and they couldn't stand the thought of somebody being close enough to be able to harm you, hurt you. So I said, so how do we handle this situation? How do we handle this situation? Because this is a very, very potentially dangerous situation. It really is. This is a situation that can take you to places that you really don't want to be and that you never thought that you would travel to. Yeah. Trying to be all that you got. Has anybody ever done that with you? Have they ever tried to be all that you got? All. Like ain't nothing else going on. It's me and that's it. It's me and that's it. Hold on. What we got here? All right. I'm gonna check that out later. Hold on. Okay. All right, that makes sense. About to say. But yeah, they don't want you to be involved with anybody else for any reason on any level. So it might get to the point where they're trying to remove you away from your friends, your families, your co-workers, anybody else, club members, associates. They're removing you away from everybody. Some people go to the extreme with it, and some people are light with it. I don't know if y'all have ever known a couple that does everything with each other. They always together. 24/7 it seems. And you might be thinking to yourself like, you know what, that's cool for them, but I wouldn't be able to deal with having my partner all up under me all the time like that. I need some air to breathe. And somebody else might come along and say, well, yeah, that's just because you're not involved with anybody on that level of love and togetherness. You're not unified with anybody like that. And that can be a little insulting because you might be thinking like, nah, me and my man, me and my girl, we good. Now we good. Hold on. We good. It's just that I don't need somebody there all the time. And they might push the envelope more. Like, yeah, that's because you're not there. You're not there with your man. You're not there with your woman. And I don't mean not physically there, but you're not there on that level that they are. Their love is deep. And you're like, man, whatever. Because you might see the pitfalls. You might see the problems and what's going on with them. You might see it easily. But the person that's in it sometimes is the last one to see what's going on. What's going on, T. Carey? Right morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into sight. And Carol Chamberlain, my best friend. What's going on? Mi favorita. So good to see you. Ja Biggs. What's going on, kid? You know you the man, not the Miz. What's up, y'all? By the way, if you want to call into the show, you can call into the show 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. You can call into the show, get your 2 cents in. But we're pretty much talking about being jealous and possessive. But not all the time. Sometimes it can be innocent. Sometimes it can really just be the situation where somebody just wants you to know that you can depend on them. They want you to know that no matter what it is, big or small, that you can count on them and they're going to be there. You and I must make this pact. We must bring salvation back. 'Cause if you need me, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there to respect, to protect. I'm just saying, sometimes it can really just be innocent to the point where I just want you to know that you mean so much to me that nobody better ever think about harming you, disrespecting you, or doing anything to disparage you. Because I'm there. Me and you, we a team. I'm on your team no matter whatever happens. That's good. It's good to have somebody like that. But sometimes you have to take into consideration how long somebody has known you in order to get to that point. Because you're like, wait a minute. We listen. If it's a friend and it's a friend that you ain't known all that long, well, how you get to that level of loyalty that fast? And they like, yeah, because like sometimes you can feel somebody's aura, you can feel their presence, their energy, and you give off this energy. And when I know somebody, I know them. I ain't saying that I know everything about you, but I know enough to know that I can link up with you and blah 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 biggie diddy blah 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 the biggie. Yeah, some people get like that real fast. And honestly, those are the people that make me a little uncomfortable because I'm not comfortable with somebody getting Joe familiar too fast. I ain't really with all that. I got friends. And that's a fact, like Agnes, Agatha, Jermaine, and Jack. And it's all good. But when it's a lover, you still may have to take into consideration how long y'all been dating, how long y'all been seeing each other, how long have y'all been interested in each other. Like for you to get from 0 to 100 as far as loyalty, dedication, and the action that comes along with that is concerned, like how you get there so fast, huh? Hey, yo, how you got there already? So you might feel guilty about the fact that you're not there. Like everything. I mean, evidently, I am their everything. You are everything, and everything is you, baby. You are everything, and everything is you. You are you are you are everything, and everything is you. You are everything, and everything is yeah. Y'all been knowing each other for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And you'll notice the snaky patterns of somebody that's trying to separate you from your friends, separate you from your family, separate you from people who you have known, separate you from your contacts. Because all of a sudden they start to have a lot of conversations with you about who you can trust, who you can believe in, and they try to subtract those things from you. They try to subtract the people that you have faith in, that you believe in, that you depend on, that you hang out with, that you like. They manipulate ways for you to start being suspicious of those people. Like yeah, my mom always was a little shady. Like that's your mom. And it'll be like, well, yeah, I know that's your mom and everything like that, but sometimes your blood is the ones who go after you or who treat you worse than your non-blood. But I know one thing, I would never do that to you. I know one thing, you can always depend on me. I don't care who it is, blood or not. If you need me for anything, you just let me know. And once they get it like that, to the point where you're believing in them and they are subtracting the people that you used to believe in or that you think you can believe in or that you even want to believe in, that's when it's starting to get toxic, and that's when it's starting to get dangerous. And if you're the type of person, who is needy in that department, then they pretty much have you where they want you. Yeah. They pretty much have you where they want you. And where they want you is in a position where you cannot count on anybody except for them. And you may wonder, like, wait a minute. So, what if I'm the type that calls on you a lot? You ain't going to get tired of that? No, they're not going to get tired of it. You know why? Because their main goal is to get you away from everybody else and get you all by yourself so they can abuse you all to themselves with no support from anybody else. You may have had prior support systems set up, and they have removed that support system from you because they made you believe that that support system wasn't really a support system for you. They were really just people who were sponging off of you and usurping your talents, your abilities, your money, your gifts, but not them. No. God sent them to you so they could remove all of these bad, toxic people or potentially snake people from your lives. And now you're good. They helped you. They helped you. They helped you. So, a lot of times these are the red flags that people ignore. And the red flags are bright red, candy apple. But because somebody is instilling more and more of your faith in them, time and time again, they are finding ways to manipulate you into thinking that they are all you need. They may even be all you want right now. But whatever the case may be, they're working on you, working on you, working on you, working on you, working on you. Got me working day and night. Ooh, y'all. Got me working day and night. Serious shit. And anybody who has ever been through this, to whereas you're dealing with somebody that really tried to take away everybody else in the world except for them. So all you got is them and God. Them and God. And really, some people will take God away from you. You start going to church too much, they're going to take God away from you. Like, oh, hell no. Hell no. You going to church. You must be going to church to see somebody that you dealing with in church. Is it the pastor? Is it the deacon? Is it the usher? Is it one of the congregation? It could be one of the motherfuckers. You ain't used to go to church like this. Now you going to church during the week. They know you might be calling on God to deliver yourself from them. Deliver them from you. Like, Lord, listen, he ain't put his hands on me yet. But that's because I still got my big brother in my life, and I still have some protection. But this cat is dangerous. And the fucked up part about it, Lord, is that I love him. I love him, but he's dangerous, and I don't know what's going to happen. But I see people leaving my life. I feel like I can't trust anybody except for him. And I'm uncomfortable with this, Lord. But if this is the right situation, if you have sent this prophet, if you have sent this disciple to me in order to deliver these evil people from my life, please let me know, Lord. Because when I first met him, he used to smile a lot. Now he don't smile very much. Very serious. So yeah, y'all. If you've ever dealt with this situation, you realize how serious it can be and how serious it can get. This can get realer than you ever would have thought. Let me see. TK Wright says it gets more than strange. It becomes dangerous. They isolate you from anyone who could influence you to see what's really real. Yeah, man. Carol says, it's like you have to be dependent on your partner for everything, not allowed to think freely for yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Carol says, self-preservation is the first law of is the first law of nature. Just my take. Mm-hmm. Carol says that's the hook. Now they got you. Yeah. I mean, people have gone as far as taking a job out of town in another state so they can remove you away from your family members, your friends, your support systems, your clubs, organizations. Get you all by yourself. So you can't go run into your parents' crib when shit goes bad. You can't go talking to your sister about what's going on. You can't go asking your brother how a man thinks and how he moves, and trying to uh, confirm your suspicions about what's happening. Because the truth of the matter is you ain't dumb. You just in love. Maybe. You might not even be in love yet. Sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. Now let's get one thing clear. This is not just men who do this to women. There are plenty of women who do this to men. Plenty. There are plenty of, these women who are always talking about something. I don't need no mama's boy. I don't like no mama's boy. So let me get this straight. You don't want to deal with a man that has a good relationship with his mother. You don't want to deal with a man that has positive communication and influence from his mother. Now I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that he can't have a good relationship with his mom, but when it gets to the point where he depends on her for everything, or he's involving her in what's going on with me and him, that's when it's a problem. And then all of a sudden she's not tolerant of your mother. Your woman don't like your mom. And there's some women who don't get along with any of their men's mothers. And you ain't gonna tell me ain't something up with that. But when you don't recognize a pattern because your nose is wide open, you all deep in love, you caught all out there, you on somebody's hip, got you all uptight. I've seen some women do it. that song, Woman to Woman? Hello? Can I speak to Barbara? Barbara, this is Shirley. And you don't know me, but the man you're in love with, he's mine. And you know how she's telling the other woman how what she does, all these things she does for her man. Cooks for him, cleans with him, buys him clothes, she dresses him. All this shit you doing, you do for your man. But you gotta tell his other woman that's what you do? Woman to woman. Yeah. Shirley might have been a little, she might have failed at it. But it sounds to me like Shirley might have been down to be the one that isolates her man away from the rest of the world. Evidently, her man wasn't going for it. Evidently, her man was like, I don't give a fuck what you do for me. Barbara over here giving out that good. I'm going to go get some of this good from Barbara. She said she was going through her man's pocket. She found that number. She going through his pockets. She found that number. Now, Barbara, I don't know how you're going to handle this, or whether you be cool or come out of the bag on me. Hey. Don't you start scratching. Don't you start that scratching. Just chill, ma. Just chill. Just chill. So, yeah, man. So, they want to be all that you have. They want to make sure you ain't got nothing else. Nice, son. Hold on. Al Harris, you trying to come on camera? You sure? I mean, because you with it. I'm with it. Let me see. Make sure you really push that. Did you? You there, Al Harris? Leslie. She must have pushed that by mistake. Oh, no. Here she come. What's up, Al? You ready? You got it? Get it together. Let me turn you up here. Turn me up. Let me know when you're ready. Or if you're ready. Well, while Miss Harris tries to get that together, we're gonna do it like do it like this. But yeah, Shirley might have been a very, very possessive type, but she's not the only one. There have been plenty of women who may have been dealing with insecurities to the point where they wanted to be sure that they were the only ones in their man's life, and the length that you might go through in order to secure that is different from person to person, but it's there and it's recognizable. Okay, hold on. We have a caller on the line. Caller on the line with a block number though, but let's do it. Welcome to the Daily Go Get Show. What's on your mind this evening?
Hey there, your show doesn't have any audio right now, other than maybe me. I don't know if you're trying to play some music or other audio files.
It doesn't have any audio where?
Unless I'm in the green room, of course, which is possible.
My show doesn't have any audio on Blog Talk? Hello? Huh. You know, when Carol tried to call in the other day, she said it wasn't no audio. She said she couldn't hear the show. Let me see.
Hey, sorry, I'm unable to hear any communication. There may be something wrong with your connection. All right, have a great day. Bye.
Ah, crap. Huh. Huh. Now, that's interesting. I wonder. I wonder if it's the same situation that happened before. Hold on. That happened before. Hold on. Welcome to the Daily Go Getter Show. Can you hear me? Welcome to the Daily Go Getter Show. Now I can hear them, but they can't hear me. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. So this other microphone, I believe, is the culprit. Now y'all can still hear me on YouTube, right? All right, let me see. Let me try this one. Let me try this one. Come on, man. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can. But evidently you can't hear me.
I can hear you, Omar. I can't. Can you hear me?
Yes. But where can you hear me?
I do hear you.
On the phone you hear me?
Now it's working.
Wait.
I called into the show.
All right.
Yes. And I hear you online. I'm talking to you on my phone, and I'm looking at you.
All right, but can you hear me on the phone? All right, but can you hear me on the phone?
No, I hear you online.
Nah, I don't need. I know you can hear me online. I need to know about the phone. So I know what I gotta do. I know what's going on with the phone. Just the same way. I know you can hear me online. I need to know about the phone. So I know what I gotta do. All right. I know what's going on with the phone. All right, that's too much of a delay. I know what it is, and this been going on for a few days. I know what it is. That other mic that I was using that was all echoey and all of that. I still had it plugged into to the computer, but I defaulted the mic to the to YouTube. So okay, all right. Me knowing that, I just tomorrow tomorrow I know what to do. I got to leave that unplugged because that's interesting. That's interesting because all right, we're gonna leave that at that. Anyway, getting back to because we still got some time. Getting back to what we was talking about. You know, when somebody's trying to be all that you have, trying to be all that you got, the real problem can be that they may not have anybody, and the only way that they have of having faith that somebody is going to be there for them or with them, or with them is that there has to be nobody else there running interference. Some people are very aggressive with it, and some people are a little bit lighter with it to the point where they can make it look innocent. But either way you slice it, it's not innocent. It's not safe. It's not healthy. If somebody doesn't want you to deal with anybody else in the world except for them, that's not a good look. It's not a good situation. It's not going to start off well, and it's definitely not going to end well. The reason that it's not going to start off well is because you're going to start to look at other friends that you had before you met this friend or this contact. You're going to be looking at them sideways. You're going to be looking at a man sideways. And it's not going to end well, because by the time you get to the end, you really will have nobody but them, because that's the way they designed it. That's the way they masterminded and plotted it. And here you are just out here with nothing but them. And that's what they wanted. And anybody who has been through this situation understands the seriousness of it. They get it. Because it ain't nothing pretty. It ain't nothing nice. And it really is abuse. The reason that they're trying to isolate you by yourself, the reason that they're trying to get everybody else out of the way and out of your life is not to protect you from them and their secretly evil ways. It's so that they can impose their will upon you and totally control and possess you. That's what all that's about. That's what all that's about. So the more that you follow down that rabbit hole, the more dangerous it gets. Emily Dunlap in the house said Emily. Yeah, Carol, I'll fix the problem now that I know what it is. It's all good. It's all love. But I really do know what the problem is. Like this technical mumbo jumbo. Sometimes it gets a little bit realer. It ain't nothing but unplugging one wire, plugging in another wire, and making sure that the lines don't get crossed. So you are diverting the audio and the video to where you want it to be. That's really all it is in a nutshell. So we fixed the mic for YouTube, messed up the mic. So that means all week that shit been fucked up on the
90 seconds
on the Blog Talk side. So it ain't nothing but empty shows on that side. So with that being said, might as well go ahead and end that because it ain't got no audio. So they hear the intro music, but they don't hear nothing else. They don't hear nothing else. They don't hear nothing else. Nothing.
60 seconds.
Trying to be all that you got. You can't have nothing else because they won't let you have nothing else. They've isolated you all to themselves. They painted you into a corner of them. And on top of that, they want to be your hero. That's the strange part about it. That's the weird part about it, because they have like a sort of a hero complex. But this is not the type of hero that you're looking for. And I'm going to tell you something. Once you recognize what's going on in this problem, with this situation, I would really encourage you to take all of the necessary steps in order to remove yourself from this situation. But a lot of people won't do that, because a lot of people, and this could be a really big problem. Their issue is that they don't feel like, if you're not trying to control and possess them, if you're not trying to be everything that they need or want, then you must not care about them. So if you've already been introduced to love and affection and relationships in an unhealthy manner, then things that are more unhealthy don't mean anything to you. They're not strange to you. And that's the part that should keep you up in the morning. That's the part. A dagger, like that, y'all. That's the part that should concern you more than anything else. The fact that there are people out there whose only examples of love and affection is through abusive tactics. And unfortunately, most unfortunately, the mental and emotional abuse of isolating you from your friends and family and all contacts besides themselves often turns right into physical abuse after a while. That's what it starts to be. It starts to be physical abuse. And you ain't got nobody else that you can count on, not even the cops. Because a really, really diabolical, calculating isolationist will remove all your resources from you except for them. So they are controlling the puppet strings. And that's you. Yeah, you a puppet. And they got you right where they want you. Yeah. So I would encourage anybody to get help in this situation. And the help that you can start off with is, you're going to have to eat some crow, because the same people that you were encouraged to cut off, to leave behind, and to distrust or mistrust, now you got to go back to them and ask for help. Like, listen, I was under the influence of this dude or this woman or whatever, and I really need your help to get rid of them, because my eyes are open now. They were very closed before, and now I said, now I need your help in getting them out of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. TK Wright says, men who were going through this usually have women who gave them guilt trips in order to isolate him from other people. Some pretty interesting spelling you got there. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying something. Very interesting. But I think I've decoded it. I think I did. I think I can. All right. Let's get ready to get on up out of here, y'all. It is December 30th, man. We got one more day left in 2021. I hope that all of y'all had a prosperous one. It may not have been drawn up the way that you would have hoped that it had been. I want to give a shout out to everybody who lost people this year in 2021. Unfortunately, this year will always have the stain of being the year that I lost my dad. So, of course, I mean, I don't forget any year, but this year will always have an asterisk by it in my mind and in my heart. But other people have lost people too. I know other people who lost their dad this year, moms. It's crazy. I want to give a shout out to all y'all, and also want to give a shout out to people who had successes this year. And I'm doing it now on the 30th because the 31st tomorrow, I'm probably going to do the show earlier tomorrow. Probably, doing the show. I'm one thing is for sure. I ain't doing it at no 9 o'clock. I ain't doing it at no 9 o'clock. So maybe we'll do it at our regular time at 7. But it ain't gonna be no 9 o'clock. I got yeah, but shout out to people who had successes and breakthroughs this year, whether it's personal or professional. Everybody can't do bad at the same time, and everybody can't do good at the same time. And that's not an easy lesson for all of us to learn. Some of us take a lifetime to understand that lesson. And we also have to understand that the hard lessons that we have to learn are sometimes blessings that are delayed. I don't want to say blessings in disguise, but they're blessings that may be delayed. Sometimes we're not mature enough or developed enough in order to understand or recognize a blessing that has come to us. So shout out for all of y'all who have gone through trials and tribulations of 2021 and are still striving to overcome those hurdles and those roadblocks and those speed bumps. But I want us all to make it through to 2022 and be able to do our best when we get there. So peace to all my go-getters, man. Y'all really are the reason I do this. Y'all are my inspiration on a daily basis. And I don't even think y'all even know that or understand that. But just in case you had any questions about it, yeah, I find a lot of pleasure and a lot of inspiration through reading y'all comments and seeing y'all participation and just knowing that your presence is there, because I definitely feel it. So peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all right back to life. And it's time to do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious December 30th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special, because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one off the box, Tayana Everett. Happy birthday to you. And also Valerie Roberts. Happy birthday to you. And Sharika Ennis turning 37 years old today. And Masai Somalia turning 36 years old today. And Venus Linnell turning 51 years old today. And India Jones, happy birthday to you. And Portia Philpott turning 36 years old today. And last but not least, my man Eric Wolf, going all the way back to the 1982 for me, turning 52 years old today. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious December 30th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, yo, I remember when she tried to take away all my friends and my family, but that shit was not going to win because I ain't with that shit. I know a real friend when I see one and be around one, and I don't have a big circle. So I'm down, son, and we do this thing from 7 until sometimes 9 until impose my will, and everything is gonna be all right. We gonna make sure we break out tonight. Yeah, it's all right. I get with y'all tomorrow. It might be earlier than 7, but it won't be no later than that. So this is what we're gonna do, man. I want y'all to have a safe night. I want y'all to have a safe tomorrow night in advance. And man, this COVID situation is realer than hell. Protect yourself. Cats are getting sick and cats are dying. And if you get sick, there's always a chance that you could get sick enough to die. One thing comes out after another. And I don't want to be negative, but it is what it is. I want my people to be healthy. I want my people to be feeling good. Real good. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So let me get my Instagrammers. Yo, 5 Slammer Jammer. Thanks for coming on through and let me exercise my grammar. Peace. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but I see you on the other side tomorrow for real, my boobers. Share, like, subscribe. Peace.